Coach, it looks like Cade's really put on some muscle already. Where's he cerebrally compared to Trevor, Deshaun, DJ, picking up the playbook?
Rinse and repeat. Same type of deal. Very, very sharp. Very sharp. He's getting a ton of work with the twos, and he's really responded well. I mean, he's just a natural. He's same thing. He's everything we thought he was. And you know, he has put on some weight since he got here already. Bulked up. He's 180 something, upper 80s, close to 190. And you know, he'll easily probably be at 200 plus by the time we get to August. Very similar to Deshaun. I guess if you took a picture of Deshaun Watson in January when he got here and you put them side by side, they're like clones. You know, body types, you name it. And, weight, the whole deal, kind of where their starting point is. So excited about where he is and how he's responded. It's been really good. We got that room is gotten healthy quick. We're in a much better spot than we were this time last year. You know, proud of Billy Wiles. Man, he's a really good player. Hunter Helms, and then we got Hunter Johnson, you know, still coming. So it's we're just we got a good situation there.
Guy that kind of took me by surprise the other day, Robert Newhouse, Dominique Thomas. Can you talk about his journey here and what you've seen out of him?
Yeah, he's a great kid. We're really glad he's here. He's just one of those guys that had a dream and he's chasing his dream. And we actually met him last year. He's just sat out and trained in the fall and hopes of getting into Clemson and coming and walking on here and again chasing his dream. But unbelievable story. Great kid. But you know, I think he was like the freshman of the year up there, college, Union College, I think is what it was. And you know, tragic situation. You know, growing up in Alabama, we had a lot of tornadoes, and you know, it gets real when you've experienced. I've lived through a bunch of them and seen the devastation that comes from it. And, you know, he lost his mom, and his grandmother, grandfather, his sister survived. You know, just a really tragic situation. So we're really thankful to have him. You know, it's nice to have a guy like that with some depth. You know, that's played some college ball, and he's a load, man. I mean, you know, he, as you would expect. You know, he's got good instincts for the game. And so, you know, we'll get Keith in here this summer, and you know, we've got 4 guys on scholarship. We usually like to keep 5, but with the addition of Dominique, you know, I think he can be a good guy for us to give us some depth there. And Tristan Rigby's a great little walk-on as well. He's tough as nails. And Kevin McNeil. So we got a good little group in there. Wise Seegers does a good job. So we've got some guys, but obviously, you know, Maffa is the man this spring, and he's really handled that well. He's looked very good. Really pleased with how he has stepped into that role, and it's going to be great for him because, like I said, he was the one guy that never really got a chance to kind of be the guy, and you know, so with what he's getting exposed to this spring, I just think it's going to really serve us well when we get Kobe and Ship back. Got a chance to have a really special group.
When you promote with the coordinators and Brandon and West, is there as much install going on this spring as opposed to bringing in 2 new guys from the outside?
I mean, it's similar. We're similar offensively, you know, and defensively. We very similar. You know, they both kind of put their stamp on it, their twist on it, but not too much different from an install standpoint. We've tweaked some things, and you know, that's maybe slowed us down just a little bit because of some of the changes that we've made with some the terminology and stuff like that. But pretty standard.
Coach, how's Putnam working out at center, particularly with the snaps?
He's doing great. In fact, I just told the team that I only noticed him one time ago, and that is a great thing. He had 1 bad snap. You know, again, this guy's never snapped. And now all of a sudden you get into something. It's one thing to be in shorts and thud practice. It's another thing when you're going live and you're running outside zone and you got to snap and you got to climb and step. I mean, it's a different animal, and he's really doing a good job. Really proud of him. But again, he had one low snap all day, and I think he had 30 reps live. So he's really doing a good job. He's worked hard at it, which doesn't shock me. That's just how he's wired. That's his DNA. I mean, he commits to something, he's gonna be to the extreme of it. So, you know, again, as he's reclassified, so he's just gonna be a junior. He's played a lot of football, so that's been really good. And Trent Howard's done a nice job. I mean, I'm pleased with where he is, and Lintham's still coming. So we're developing the type of depth there that we need.
What do you want to see from Linthicum this spring?
Just play fast, play confident. Take a big step from a knowledge standpoint. I mean, that's really it. Just have a little bit more of a sense of urgency to him. The game is fast, so just see the game slow down a little bit as we keep going through. And he's doing a good job. Physical kid. He's doing a really good. He and Tristan. I'm super proud of Tristan Lee. That's a big shot in the arm for us right now, because he was just. Okay, it's gonna take a year on this one when he got here, and then you got to hope that they're willing to do what it takes, because sometimes kids don't have a lot of self-awareness, and thankfully he's wired the right way. He's a grinder. He has worked his tail off. I mean, that kid's gotten stronger, and the game has slowed down. He's as improved the players we have on this team, and so I'm super excited about what he's done since the summer. He's playing faster, playing more confident. The game, like I said, game slowed down. Now he's playing more physical, and just really doing a good job. So he redshirted he and Linthicum, and we're both of them high level talents. So they're trending in the right direction. And then the two freshmen that just got here, the same thing, Colin and Blake. They're both further along by far than where those two guys were, from a foundational standpoint, technical standpoint, and a strength standpoint. Really strong kids.
On the side of the ball, Peyton.
Yeah,
Where's he at?
he's making a move. I don't know if did y'all talk to Nick yet?
Yep.
Nick probably bragged on him. He's really made some strides. He's gotten his body in a great spot. He's playing fast. He's playing with great technique. I mean, he shows up every day. That whole group, you just can't help but notice them. And it's been really good because we've been able to really kind of control the reps. We've got a lot of veteran guys, and really those four DNs kind of all just working with the ones, because we really need to get Cade and Zaire and Swint, all that work with the twos, and getting Armand some work as well. And then inside, same thing. Tyler and Root have played a lot of ball, and they're getting what they need. But man, it's been awesome to see Peyton Page and to see Cape Hart coming on, and ET, how he finished last year. I mean, we're really developing the type of championship depth that you have to have.
With all the coaching, with all the coaching changes this year, what challenges and opportunities have you come across?
With all the coaching changes?
Yeah, with the changes.
I mean, the challenges are, you've got to put it all together. You can't just pick up where you left off, because everybody's all on the same page. So that's always a challenge. It's a good challenge, though, when you get a job open and, making the right decisions that come with getting your personnel in order from a staffing standpoint, and then coaching the coaches. I mean, now there's a lot. Okay, how do we run practice? Where do we go? What's the expectations? I mean, so just a little bit more stuff like that you have to do, as opposed to you don't have a lot of transition. But that's probably it. Getting everybody resettled from a recruiting standpoint. Everybody's got areas and things like that. So getting everybody on the same page is probably the biggest challenge. But it's been good. It's been great.
Back to Ruckel, when you signed him, you said the same thing about Tristan Lee, that he was one of those guys that just had to find his way.
Yeah.
Have you seen a guy advance that fast of a defensive line like he has?
Well, when we recruited he and ET, they came in together, and they were both. It's weird because they're both Nigerian kids, and neither one of them played football until their junior year in high school. It was kind of unusual. Root was a basketball guy. ET's a big-time soccer player. and all of a sudden there's like they'd start to play football, and so they were incredibly athletic, and just kind of got on everybody's radar late. And where we were in that recruiting cycle, we could take a real true developmental guy, and so high potential, a lot of work to do. And when they showed up here that January, I mean, they were, same thing, long way to go, but we didn't really need them. At the time, we could be patient with those guys, and we knew that it could potentially be a really high reward if they would work. And both of them had just blossomed. I mean, just blossomed. And they've both been eager to learn, and so now just schematically, technically, fundamentally, situationally, they're just different than what they were when they got here. They've really developed well and can play for anybody. So I'm excited about what Rook's done, and he's one of those guys. I think he could have a decision after this year whether he leaves or stays or whatever. And I think ET, probably stay another year after that. But both of them have really panned out well for us.
How do things look at corner, and is Fred back?
Yeah, Fred's back. We still got him in green. Still not letting him tackle full speed. He's doing some tackling drills, but we're not letting him tackle full speed yet. But he's doing everything else. All the team separate, the skelly, team pass, and all that. Just no contact, not full live. A little bit of soreness working through that, but he's gonna be fine. Sheridan had a great day today. Really proud of him. He's playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of swagger. Again, has developed and stayed the course and put the work in, and he's done a nice job. Nate Wiggins, Nate is just talent-wise, he's as good as we've signed here, and we're still kind of polishing him up, but he is a really good football player, and so I really